What's up, brothers? This is Ouwesok, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the game that is called Friday, or Freitag in German. This is a neat little card drafting game that packs a pretty mean punch. It's tough to win, and it also, for such a small game, also has a pretty steep learning curve. So hopefully with this video, where I'll be playing a complete game, you will be able to figure out how Friday is played and whether it's something that you would like to play. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to play on the app. You can also buy the physical card game, but yeah, the app is just simply easier, does the shuffling for you, and it costs €4 on Play Store. So let's start the game. You can play this on 5 levels. The standard level would be 4, but for the purpose of this tutorial playthrough, we are playing it at level 1. Okay, so let's see what we have here in the interface. So the first thing is in the left upper corner you see a green button ball, which means that we are currently in the green phase, which is the early game. After the green phase comes the yellow phase, after the yellow phase comes the red phase, and these get progressively more difficult. But also by that time your deck will be better, so that kind of balances out. Then the number 20, that's the amount of life points that you have. Life points are a resource in this game, and you can use life points to draw cards or remove cards from your deck. When your life points reach 0, you lose the game. So that's a loss condition right there. The game has 58 cards, so pretty small card game. And at the start of the game, these are divided into 3 piles. The first pile is 30 cards, which are the cards that you will be able to draft. As you see currently on the screen, there's only 28 cards left in that deck because I've already drawn 2. And the game asks me to pick one of these cards to draft, which we will do in a minute. The second deck is 18 cards, which is my starting deck. I will note that my starting deck is pretty bad. There's only 5 cards that actually help me. There are 8 cards that are worth 0, that do nothing. They just take up a card draw, but don't contribute anything. And there's 5 -1 cards, which are even worse. And it's if you draw these, it's actually a step back. But there's, in my deck of 18, there's 13 cards that are actually bad. And the start of the game, besides trying to draft good cards, you will also try to get rid of all these bad cards. The next deck has 10 cards. These are aging cards. These are even worse cards. And every time you finish your deck, your playing deck, and you shuffle back the discard pile into your deck to start again, drawing. Every time you reshuffle your deck, you get an aging card that is also shuffled into your deck. The next pile is currently a pile of 0, which has the red X, which are cards that are removed from the game. So bad cards that you have in your deck that are removed from the game are going into this pile. And the last that you see are the pirates, which are the opponents that you will be fighting at the end of the game, which we will see later. Okay, so that's the upper menu, let's say, the piles of cards that are in the game. Let's have a look at the actual cards. So the cards are split into an upper value and an upper part and a lower part. The upper part is what is considered when you are drafting the card. So the card that we currently have in our hand are both called with the raft to the wreck. And the white 1 means when you want to draft this card, you can get 1 card for free from your deck to try and draft that card. If you want additional cards, you have to be paying 1 life per additional card drawn. So both of these cards allow you to get 1 card for free. This can go up to 4 actually. Then you see the red 3, the yellow 1, and the green 0. In the green phase, where we are currently in, to draft this card, you need to have a power of 0. So it's actually a pretty easy card to draw. In the yellow phase, I would need a power of 1 to draft this card, and in the red phase, I would need a power of 3 to draft this card. So that's it. That's how you draft a card. That's the part that tells you how to draft a card. The bottom of the card is the effect that the card has if you actually have it in your deck. So the mimicry, no, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It has a power of 0 and it has an ability that says 1 times copy. We will get to that later. The other card has also a power of 0 and it adds 1 life. So we will be drafting one of these cards. I pick the left card. And we draw the card that we get for free. We actually draw a 1, so that's a good card. We have surpassed the requirement of 0, so we can draft this card. You see 2 buttons in the middle. The left button is to draw an additional card, and the right button is to finish your turn, which is what we're going to be doing because we already accomplished the 0 requirements for this card, and we are going to be drafting this card. Successful. So you're trying to draft cards, but you're also trying to get rid of the 13 bad cards that you have in your deck, and we will show how that works right now, hopefully. So we're going to be drafting the left card, and we draw 1. We have 2 more draws available to draft this card. We draw 0, and I'm going to be stopping here. I don't want to draw another card. I don't think it's likely that we get another one or maybe a 2, so I'm going to be giving up on drafting this card, and instead I'm going to end my my turn by clicking the red X. And because this card required 2 to draft, I only got up to 1. I will be losing 1 life, so I go from 20 to 19. But in exchange for this, I'll be able to destroy cards, and I'll be clicking this 0 card and OK. And now drafting the card has failed, but I managed to remove 1 bad card, which I can find here in the discard pile. Card that have been destroyed. So I managed to remove 1 of the bad cards from my deck. So the early game is a balance between trying to draft cards and getting rid of your bad cards. So we are going to be drafting the left card. We actually got 1, so we are successful. We add another card to our deck, so that's pretty good. We draft the left card. We get a 0. I will be removing this card. So in this turn we removed a 0. We draw a card that allows us to draw 4 cards, but we need to get to 4 power to be able to draft it, which is very unlikely. So we draw another card. That's one of the -1s. They are really bad. This is the best card in your deck. It allows you to gain 2 life, so I can click it, use the card, and I will go and I'll click OK, and I'll go from 18 life to 20. I draw another card, and this has been a pretty bad sequence. So I have drawn all the cards that I can get for free, and I need to get to 4, but currently I'm at -2. So if I click the red X, I'll be losing 6 life. That's painful, but yeah, I cannot draw any other cards, or I need to be paying life, so I will just taking this, and I will lose 6 life. So we go from 20 to 14 when I click here, and I can destroy 3 cards for 6 life, which is not a good deal, but it is what it is. Okay, we're drafting this card. I will get a 0, so I will immediately stop, and I can destroy this for 1 life, so that's pretty efficient. So 1 life for 1 card destroyed. We continue. That's another card that I'm going to be destroying. I'll take this card. I'll be destroying that 0. Okay, so let's see how we are doing. We have destroyed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros, and we have destroyed 2 -1s. So there's 2 zeros and 3 -1s left in my deck. So I'll hopefully I draw a 0 card or a -1. I'll take this card. I draw a -1, so that's pretty efficient. So I can get rid of this pretty bad card for just 1 life. I'll take this. Is the further exploring the island is one of the best cards you can get in the early game, because you only need to get power 2 and you get 3 cards to draw. And I can draw. Okay, so now I am 2 lives short to get to the requirement of 2, but I have 2 bad cards and I can stop drawing here. Or I could take a gamble and hope I draw a -1. There's 2 -1s in the deck left and 1 0. So let's take a little gamble and do this. Oh, okay. So that's not sure if it's good or bad. But I made a mistake. I thought I had more -1s in the game. But okay, so now I'm drafting this card actually, and the 2 zeros remain in my deck. Okay, so that's a card I won. The last 2 cards in my deck are the -1s. Yeah, that's... So I'll be taking this card, and I'll be getting rid of both of them for the price of 3 life. Okay, so we failed to draft this card, but we got rid of the -1s. Alright, so we have now played through our entire deck of 18 cards 1 times. We have currently 10 cards in our discard pile. We have managed to destroy all the -1s and 6 of the zeros, so there's 2 left. But we also got to draft 1, 2, 3 pretty good cards, so this was not a bad first cycle. So if we're going to be drawing the next card, our discard pile is going to be drawn, is going to be shuffled into a new pile, and I will get a aging card. So this 10 in the blue pile is going down to 9, and we're going to be trying and draft this destroy card on the right. Destroy cards are vital to removing bad cards in your deck. So potentially the aging cards you'll be drawing, you should be able to destroy them with a destroy card. So I'm going to be trying to get this one. So I'm successful. I got to the 2 power that is necessary to draft this card. And this card has a ability which I'm going to be using now. It says sort 3 cards. So I'm going to be clicking this. It says use cards. I say okay. Now I can look at the top 3 cards in my deck, and I can put them in any order. And other than that, I can also click this button here below, or this one, to discard this card immediately. So I'll be discarding this weak card. I'll put the card in this order. So I will be first drawing a 1, then I will be drawing the 1 with an ability, and the weak card is going into my discard pile. So if I click OK, you will see 1 card appear in my discard pile, and the other 2 are on top of my deck. So now I know what's coming, and I will be finishing this draft. So I've got this destroy card, which is very, very useful. Let's see, I want this card, and I already know that I'll be drafting it because I got 2 ones. I've got the 2 power that is required to draft this card, so I click the end of turn, and I successfully drafted this card. I'll be drafting this card, hopefully. I have 2 more cards to draw, so I'll take this one. I'm not yet at the power of 2 that is required, so I draw another card. And now I draw a really, really, really bad card. -2 stupid. But I also have a 1 copy, which doesn't help. So now I have a choice, and I choose to stop my turn, pay 3 life. I require 2 to draft the card that was presented to me. I'm currently at -1, -2, plus 1 plus 0 is minus 1. So I'll be losing 3 life, and I can destroy 3 power of cards. To destroy an aging card costs you 2 life. I don't want to destroy any of the other 2 cards, so I'm clicking OK. And I got rid of 1 aging card. This is an interesting choice. I take the copy. I gain 2 life. I get to draw another card still, and it's enough to draft this card. Okay, so we have entered into the yellow phase. That means that all the 30 cards that were ready to draft have been presented to me. I managed to draft 7 out of them into my deck. Now the price of drafting a card increases, and I'll be going for this one. Now I need to get to 3, and I'm getting to 1 only, so I will be paying 1 life to draw another card. And what I'll be doing, I will use the below the stack ability on this card. And when I this ability to put a card below my stack, if I do that on a card that was drawn initially, I get a new card that I can draw. So this 0 that's on the left, that says the amount of cards that I can draw to draft this card will go up to 1. So now I can draw another card. I draw 1, so I have now completed the power 3 that is required to draft this card. So I will be drafting this card. The next, I want to go for the big card, so I'll take this one. I have 1 card to draw, another, and another, and another. So this is bad. I will take the 2 life, so I'll go up to 7. I want to use the sort cards ability. I want to look at what's coming next to see if I maybe can destroy this bad card. I use this. Okay, so that's interesting. I can not get rid of this stupid card. So I'll be discarding the 1, which is not a bad card, but not good enough. And I'll be drawing this. Okay, so I'll draw the 2. And I will be using the double on this will double the value of a card. So I will use this. It's my highest card, and that means that my 3 power will now be 5. So this vision card has 2 power times 2 counts now for 4. The 2 below is 6, 7 for the mimicry. Minus 2 is the super. So I'm currently at 5. So I'll be drawing another card. And I'm drawing another card, and we are up to 7. So we pushed through the minus 2 stupid card by accumulating 9 power. I have 2 copy cards, which I will be using to gain 2 life, each of them. So I copy this card. I will go up to 6. I copy another times this card. I go up to 8. So that's very, very useful. I gained 4 life by using the copy cards. I was lucky enough to also draw my plus 2 life. So we drew a card and we gained some life. I'll be drafting this card. I draw a bad card. I need to get rid of it. I can get rid of it now by using the ability of this destroy card. But maybe I draw even worse cards. So let's just continue on drawing. Let's gain a life here. I'm at 8 life. I need 2 power more. I got there. So we have enough power to draft this card. And we can use this ability to destroy one of these zeros. So that was a positive experience as well. Let's draft this big card. See how far we get. We get the double, which is very useful. We can double a high card and get extra value. We get the gain life card again. We don't have enough power to get to 9, so we draw another card. And okay, that's enough. So we can use the double ability on this card to get us from 7 to 9, which means that we now have enough power to draft the card. And we still have the copy availability to gain another 2 life. So we're getting it somewhere. We're getting up to 10 life. We draft this card, and we can use our sort ability to look at what's coming next for the next card. So there's some bad stuff coming. My destroy card is already in my discard pile, so in the rest of the deck I will not have any destroy cards. So I'm going to click this card, the -2 stupid, to be moved into my discard pile so that I don't draw it, and I click OK. And that's the end of this turn. Now I want, this is a really good card, power 3 and the ability to destroy. So I'll be drawing now the -1, but I knew was coming. I have 2 more card drawers, so I will get there. And let's take another one. Okay, so I have a couple of abilities now. And I'll be using first the below the stack ability to put this -1 distracted, which is a spelling error in the game, on top of the deck. Since there's 0 cards left in my deck, it will reshuffle the deck, put an aging card, that's now 7, will go to 6, and I'll put the -1 on top, on the bottom. We get to draw another card. We're almost at 7. Let's see what we are going to be doing. Let me just draw another card. And we are up to 8. So we have overshot, which is fine. So I'm going to be doing a little trick. I'm going to copy this card and put this card on the bottom of my deck, so I can redraw it. It's a good card, and now I'm back to power 7. I finish my turn. The next card I'll be drawing is this. I get the 1 power, so that was easy. Another destroy card. Yes, let's get that one. We get to draw 1 more, and we have the vision ability, so we're going to be using that right now. And I'm going to keep the 4. I'm going to draw this card, not using the ability, so I could use the ability to draw an extra card, but we already have 4 power, so we don't need to draw an extra card. And we get to destroy. We now have all 3 destroy cards in our deck. That's the ones that I want. There's also a 0 power destroy card, but I try to not draft it. It's a pretty bad card. Take this one. We knew we get to 3. Okay, so we draw an aging card that says the highest card is 0. So the 4 power card is now reduced to 0. So we only have 2 power. But fortunately we have the destroy ability to destroy this card. So let's draw another card. We are up to power 7, but it's reduced to 3 because of this aging card, so we'll be destroying that. So that was a really good turn. We got a really good card. We got up to 7 without paying life, and we got a aging card out of the way. We cannot use the copy ability. We are going to be drafting this card. We draw, unfortunately, this. So I could now choose to destroy this card. But we have 3 destroy cards in our deck, so I will prefer to pay a life and draft this card and keep the 0 card in my deck, and hopefully later I can destroy it with a destroy action. Draft this card. I'll win 2 life. Oof. That's bad. I want to get rid of this card, so let's... Okay, another bad card. I'm paying life. Okay, so now I can... I'm going to be putting my gain 2 life or the -2 stupid on the bottom of my deck. That's interesting. Excellent choice. Let's put the -2 stupid on the bottom of my deck. That means that we can draft this card. We have now completed the one power that was needed. Card on the right has an ability that might look good, but I don't draft this card ever. It's one of the worst cards in the deck. If you draw this card, then you can, when you're drafting a card, pretend that the yellow face is actually green, so it reduces the requirements to draft a card. It reduces the red face to yellow, but it's a worthless card when you're fighting the pirates, so I never draft this card on the right. So I'll take the left one. Get power 2, need one more. We got there. We draft this card. Okay, so the left card is a destroy card that I don't really like, so I'll take the right card. We draft a bad card, so I think this is okay. We can pay 1 life to get rid of this weak. We were drafting a not very good card anyway. Now we get to the red face, and we have 5 life left, so that's gonna be close, potentially close. We could lose this game here in this part. We're at 5 life. We cannot get to 6. I don't want to lose 3 life, so let's try our luck. We got 2. So now we can double this card, and we're up to 7. So we're going to be able to draft this card. We still have the ability to draft to get an extra card. Hopefully it's a bad card that I can then use to destroy. Nope. Another card. Nope. Let's look at what I'm going to get. I'm going to get a lot of good cards. So I will not be able to destroy anything. I will just keep the cards in this order. I have overshot by a lot, but I couldn't use my destroy ability to get rid of a bad card. Okay. The zero equipment is one of your best cards. If you activate it, you can draw an additional 2 cards. So use this card, yes. And I forgot to. Okay, let's see. We have a destroy card. So I want to be copying this draw card. Use the card, yes. Use another, yes. Let's keep on drawing. I have a couple of destroys. I want to keep on drawing and see if I can get some bad cards that I can destroy. So I'll be destroying this one card, focused. My deck already starts to get pretty good, and means that this one card, vanilla one card, is actually already starting to be pretty bad. So I'm destroying it. I have some more abilities, so I'm going to be copying my +2 card draw to draw 2 more. That's good. Okay, so now we get to destroy. We drew some extra cards, so we could at the end use both our destroy cards to get rid of 2 weak cards. I'm not going to be using the exchange ability. There's nothing. I have no more destroys, so let's stop here. Or maybe I could. Maybe I'm lucky and I draw a card that can gain a life. No. I draw a bad card. Doesn't really matter. I still have plenty of power left. So let's get this card. I will gain the 2 life. We go up to 6. You need to draw a card. We draw another card. Okay, we can double this power. We get to 6. We copy the +2 life. So we go up to 6, and we draft this card. I'll be drafting for this card. Draw another card, draw another card, draw another card. I use this ability to draw 2 more cards. I draw a bad card, but I gain 1 life. I can exchange this. I can use this ability to exchange this card for another card in my deck. So let's first copy this and draw 2 cards. Hopefully we draw a destroy. I draw 2 more cards. I can double a 4. So we now have plenty of power to draft the card that we were drafting. We still have this -2 stupid card. So if we could get to a destroy card, we can destroy it. So I'm going to exchange a card that I've already used, like this one. I get a 1. There's nothing else I can do. I've got no more cards to draw, so we cannot destroy this aging card. We take this one, and we need one more. And we're going to be destroying this card. And we're up to 4, so there's nothing I want to be. This below the stack cannot be used on itself. So there we go. I will be drafting this card. Stop. So I was able to draw 3 cards, but because of this stop, I can no longer get any cards for free. That's a nasty aging card. I will use this ability to draw another card. I get lucky, I get a destroy card, so I can destroy this top card. Now I get the extra free card draw back. It's a -1 distracted, so that's bad. I've got 5 life left, so let's continue drawing. We need 3 more. Let's see what's going on. I'll take this one. Let's put this one on top, because I will happily get destroy, and I will gain 2 more, and I will be able to destroy this card, get up to 8, and finish. The last card to draw is this. I get to draw 5 cards, so let's do that. We need 14 power. That's a decent amount, so let's gain some life. I'll be putting this card below the stack so that I can draw another card. We are at 6 out of 14, so let's draw another card. I put this card below the stack so I can draw another card. 9. I'm going to exchange this 1. Hopefully get something better. A copy card. Not really too useful currently, so let's draw another card. We're down to 2 life. Okay, so we made the 14. Let's look at what we are getting. Okay, so I am going to put this card on top so I can get rid of it. For the cost of 1 life I can draw this card, but that's useful to get rid of it. So I'm doing like this. So even despite we are already at 14, I'm drawing another card, pay 1 life, destroy it. That's a good exchange. I have a copy card that I can copy this 1 life, so I can gain back to 2. So we're pretty close to 0, but we have made 14. Nothing more that we want to destroy. And now we're going to be fighting the pirates. So we finished the red phase of the game. Now we can fight 2 pirates. These pirates say draw 9 cards, get up to 35. And the other pirate says draw 10 cards and you need to get to power 40. So that's our like 2 really big fights. So we have got 8 more cards to draw. So let's start drawing them. Draw, draw, draw. Let's use the abilities to gain 2 life. So we're up to 4. Let's draw 2 more cards. We copy the 2 life, so we get up to 6. We use this card to draw 2 more. So now we're getting really a lot of cards and a lot of abilities that we are going to be using. So I'm going to use this ability to draw another card. I'm going to use my destroy to get rid of this card. I'm using this ability to draw another card. I have a 2 times exchange card. I'll be putting a couple of good cards back in my discard pile so I can draw them again. Gain 1 life. I use this double ability on this card. It's the highest card in the game, so that goes me to 29. So I'm only 6 short currently. I have another double ability that I can use on this card. So I get to 32. We're getting there. We're getting there. I can use my ability to look at 3 cards, which is not too useful. I'm going to be... What am I going to be doing? I'm going to use this exchange to exchange this card and draw my last card. So I have now a deck of 0 left, 13 in my discard pile. So what I'm going to be doing on the last move is I put this card on the bottom of my deck so I can draw it again and also gain another card draw. So I can draw one for free. I gain 1 life. I'm at 34 out of 35. Almost there. Let's look what we're going to be getting. So this is enough. I only need to draw 2 more power to get and beat this pirate. Do I have anything else to play? No, I don't. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to draw 1 more card. We're getting 36 power of the 35 that was needed. So we have beaten the first pirate. As you see, my deck is already filled with good cards. With the destroys, I'm getting rid of the bad cards. So fighting this pirate should also be fairly easy. So we draw our 10 cards. See if we get anything bad. That's all. Okay, we draw a moronic -4, so we're going to be killing that one. We're up to 12. We activate my 2 extra card draws. That's another one. So I draw 2 more cards. I gain 2 life. We're up to 9. We're going to copy, gaining 2 life, so we're going up to 11. So at the end of the game, you're starting to gaining life, and at the end of the game, when you've beaten the second pirate, the game is finished. But every life point that you have will convert it to 5 points. I'm going to be putting below the stack this copy. I like this copy card, so I can copy 2 life, and I gain another card. I'm going to be using the exchange ability on this card and on this card. So I'm getting 2 more cards. I gain a life. I can put another card below the stack with this ability. There's one thing you need to know about putting cards below the stack. Let's for a moment stop, pause. So here in the middle, you see this 10 card, which is the pirate that we are fighting. All the cards that are below, before this card, are the 10 cards that you drew because of the ability of the pirate itself. And all the rest, the ones that are coming behind, are the cards that you drew by activating abilities or paying life. If you use it below the stack on a card that is before this pirate, then you get to draw another card. If you use it on this card, for example, then I would not be getting another extra card draw. So the below the stack ability is always used best on one of your first cards that you draw. So I'll be putting this card on the bottom of my deck. So I get to draw another card for free. I can exchange a card. I'll be exchanging a 0 power card. So I get it's replaced. I get replaced with a copy card, so I can copy for 2 life. I get up to 14. And we are at 24 power of the requested 40. So, but we have 14 life, so we have plenty of cards that we can draw. I don't want to use this sort ability right now. I could do it, but we draw 2 with 26. Another 2, 28. We get this doubler, so we use that one on a 4 power card, so we get to 33. Let's draw another card. We're 36. So we are here. So we have already enough power and we have won the game. We beat the second pirate. But let's see if we can squeeze a little bit more life out of this game. Let's have a look at what we are going to be drawing. Okay, so there's... let's put them here. I'm going to be drawing another card. We are 10 life. We pay 1 life to draw another card. And we're going to be exchanging a 0 card. Now we draw the suicidal, which we should be able to destroy. Aging cards that remain in your deck cost you 2 points at the end. So by investing 1 life, that was worth it. So what am I going to be doing? I can look at my cards again, see where you're going. Let's take this copy. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing 1 more card, so I can copy the 2 life here. So we're back to 10, and we have no further abilities. So we're going to be ending the game. Successful. So we have won the game. Our total point score at the end is 106. The higher you have your life at the end of the game, the more points you have. And so it's not only a matter of beating the game, but also it's interesting to try and get the highest score while beating the game. If you look at my channel, you will find a game where I get the absolute maximum score, which I think is 175 or 173 or something. So if you're interested to see, let's say, the perfect game, you can watch that video. So that was it. That was a pretty long video. We played an entire game of Friday. I hope you could follow how I was playing. I hope you picked up how my strategy was. I hope you liked the game. Hope you find it worth €4. So thanks a lot for watching, brothers, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.